Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is Friday and it's 10 o'clock-ish and I'm just relaxing in my bed. I have a very noisy road out the front. That's not what I was going to say, but that trailer just went past and made a noise. I did wake up when Lee needed to go to work, and then I woke up again at 9, made myself a cup of tea and a cup of tea for Kenzie. And I've basically come back to bed. I am messing around on YouTube, social media, just generally being very, very lazy before I get up and start on tidying this room, doing some housework in my own home, and thinking about maybe what I'm going to cook for dinner tonight. It's no good. It's nearly 11 o'clock and I haven't really done, well, I haven't done anything productive, but that was the idea. I do need to learn to relax, but I have seeds that need to be put in pots that has been waiting a long time. So if I throw some clothes on, I can go and do that. I'm going to put my hair up as well. It needs, well, my hairdresser has some personal things going on that meant she couldn't come and dye my hair, which means it's particularly dark at the moment. But she's coming to do haircuts and re-dye it next week. She's going to come to work and do it because I'm going to be working late that day. So she's going to come and do it while I'm at work. Right. Okay, let's sort this out. First thing I'm going to go and do is see if I can find the sleeping bag for Brendan. It's his friend's birthday at the weekend, and he wants to use one of the sleeping bags that we should still have in the caravan if I've been very, very organised and actually still got it and not got rid of it. So I'm pretty certain I did keep at least one of the sleeping bags. It does mean moving a lot of stuff, so I'm going to go and rummage now for him. I do believe that's what he's looking for. I think it's an adult ready bed. I'm hoping it's going to be big enough for him. If not, should just be able to use the sleeping bag. Yeah, we'll go with this. I'm pretty certain that is an adult sized one. Okay, length. Kenzie's 190 centimetres. Brendan is shorter than that. We'll have to see if he fits in that. I found the pump to go with the bed, but the batteries were left in it and it's gone yucky. So I'm going to try and clean this out a bit and see if I've got any new batteries in that size, which I'm not sure I have. See if I can get it to work. Using a metal nail file just to take the muck off the contact, and I've found new batteries that are all good. Let's see if that works. I've just had a text message. I have been summoned to the workshop. I can't imagine he's finished. He didn't say bring money. I don't know. Maybe. He just said, can you come up in a minute? And I was like, yeah, okay. So I guess we'll see. Maybe I will have my van. I found the sleeping bag, as you saw. I need to get it to his friend's house because he's going to be there at 8:30 tomorrow morning, and I'm not going to get to him before 8:30 tomorrow morning. And the place is just a few miles from here, so it seems silly to drive to him when I can just drive it up there. But obviously I don't have a vehicle, unless of course Spog is finished. But I've just messaged Emma and said, any cheeky possibility I can nick the truck later just to go up to the farm up the road and drop a sleeping bag off with Brendan's friend. And she said, yeah, that's fine. So I'll have to do that later, but this might be that Spog's ready. He didn't say bring money. Right, let's go see. Let's stop thinking about it and just go look. Oh, he's all sparkly. Hello. Like the outfit?
you want me to put that light in? Do you want me to take that one out?
I haven't got it yet. I've ordered it.
Oh, when you get it?
I've just ordered it, so it says by Monday.
All right, that's all right.
Yeah. Trying to make £800 in cash fit in an envelope. I thought I had all of it in cash in my savings in the house, but I don't. So I've just wiped out my cash savings. And I'm going to have to pay some on my card. £1,100 is the full total, including the new trim. What did I say? £800. Spog. Money. There we go. Oh, I better put thanks on it. Although I'm going to be there to say thanks myself. Ta-da! Right, and then I've got £300 to pay on the card, which is fine because I have been paid. Hadn't realised I was getting paid weekly. I mean, I'm sure I was told that, but I looked at my bank account and went, ooh, how come I've got money? And it's because I've been paid. So, excellent. Right, what I do need to do is find a baggie, this will do, to put all of the batteries in that need to go to the correct battery recycling, disposal, depot, whatever it is. I've got a whole wad of them. Hold on. I collect them in a pot. When they get too many, a couple of times a year, I empty them into there, and then you put them on the black bin on collection day, and they take them to be disposed of correctly. Or you can take them to various supermarkets and they have a pot, like a big buckety disposal point to put them in. Time to write a list of things I need to do. I need to do my tax return. I need to clean the bathroom. I might go and do that next. Clean bathroom. Package. And post the t-shirts that I offered up for free and people have asked for. Although one person is having a hard time getting email to me with their address for some reason. I'm not quite sure why that is. I might have to see if we can do it through Facebook or something. Package and post t-shirts. I need to return a top that I bought from Amazon, which does not flatter me whatsoever. Return top from Amazon. Photo, toys to sell, and list those. I need to do that. And then I need to check what things have arrived for the van conversion. Check that I've got everything. I've also ordered a replacement light. Check van conversion deliveries. So I just need to mark off everything that I've ordered and make sure they've actually been delivered. Oh, and change MOT date, because I thought it needed doing, and so I've got it booked in for the 1st of August, but that actually doesn't need to be done until the 21st of August, so I could push it back a couple of weeks. Unless, of course, there is a bit of leeway, isn't there? But I think it's only 2 weeks that you can have it in and then push the date to the date that it ends, if that makes sense. But I think it's only a 2-week window. I'm sure there was lots of other things I needed to do. What is all down the front of these cupboards? Okay, wipe down kitchen cupboards. The other thing I need to do actually is go through my filing cabinet, because my filing cabinet has our stuff in it in one drawer but a load of childminding stuff in another drawer. Quite honestly, we probably do not need, well, I don't need the childminding stuff anymore. I can put all of the children's paperwork and registers and stuff in a box and just keep that safe for the required amount of time before having to then burn all of it and dispose of it properly because of data protection. Some of the stuff I think needs to be kept for something like 20 years, I think it might be registers, I'm not sure, and potentially accident books, because children grow up and then they could make accusations and stuff, and so you need to be able to protect yourself should a child become an adult and suddenly decide they're going to make accusations about you, and you know, did you hurt them, or you know, whatever. It's quite scary stuff really. We have to keep all of this paperwork, but I can put it in a box and put it in the loft. So empty filing cabinet. I can't spell filing. It looks like it says filling. I'm sure it says filling. Having a brain fart. Cabinet. So that's something I need to do. And box up. Child minding paperwork. And I can just put that in a corner of the loft and forget about it. And hope the rat doesn't eat it. Yeah, I've had it before where I've put stuff in a drawer and went back to it and found it had all been shredded, and a mouse had climbed in the back of the drawer and had made a nest in it. So if anyone needed that paperwork going forwards, I can't produce it, because needless to say, it was covered in mouse wee and mouse droppings, and it was disgusting and unreadable. So I ditched it with the drawers. Okay, I think that's probably everything I need to do. Oh, I need to go to B&Q, which we can do tomorrow, and I can actually take the van because Spog should be ready to be picked up this afternoon, late afternoon. So B&Q to get bottle insulation, which is recycled bottle insulation, rather than using that horrible fiberglass stuff. Okay, let's make a start on some of these jobs. And we'll start with the bathroom. Honestly, it's not really that bad, but it does need a flick over and a, you know, bit of a tidy. So I'm going to do that now very quickly, and then move on to the seeds. I was going to do seeds. I still haven't done seeds. And that's all a little bit cleaner. Kenzie's gone to do a shift at work. I did ask him to empty his bin, but he hasn't. I've just generally tidied up a little bit in here. That's his Pokemon cards that he got. I'm going to take this can down that he's just finished. And he's got a few things to put away, but on the whole, his room is still pretty good. He does need to empty that bin. It's lived in now. It's not a showroom, but it's still maintaining much of its nice gamer room. I could really do with coming in and dusting in here before I go downstairs and make a start on the seeds. So maybe I'll do that now. Righty-ho. Change of plan. Kenzie's having a little bit of an anxiety moment at work and has asked me to bring his medication up. So I am. I'm going to stay and have a cup of tea at the restaurant. And just so he knows I'm there. I'm there. And hopefully that'll help ease his anxiety a little bit, and then I'll come back and get on with some other jobs. You see, now this is why I have had to change my job, because I couldn't do that if I had lots and lots of children with me. But it's all worked out for the best. I'm doing what needs to be done to support my son. Right, excuse me, let's go. I could not resist. Cake is becoming a little bit of a habit that I'm growing. Well, I haven't actually achieved any of the things that I had planned on doing. I stayed longer. It's 3:20 now. I haven't done anything really. But I had a proper chat with Kenzie's boss, who I've met before when I've been in there, but not had a proper chat with. And he was telling me what a nice lad he is and what have you, but saying about how he needs to be able to think more for himself, you know, rather than being directed. So I had a chat and said, well, maybe if we put some things in place, like a list of things he can do when he doesn't have anything to do, so that he can come up with some things. A really nice guy was chatting to me about the setup there, and I hadn't realised it's actually the owners of the building, which I probably could have worked out because I knew it was owned by Chinese people. But I hadn't made the connection. I mean, you know, but yes, so that explains quite a lot actually, but really, really lovely people. So I'm going to have to try their spicy noodles at some point, but they were offering me free spicy noodles. I don't think if I mentioned this, they were offering me free spicy noodles because they are testing out a new recipe. And it was going to be ready, but I couldn't wait any longer. And I said, I'm going to have to go. I'm really sorry. But they were just, they were cooking this big batch of soup of spicy noodles. But I was a bit worried because I don't really do very spicy food. And the way he was describing it was going to be pretty spicy. Anyway, I need to take this stuff down to the sleeping bag to Brendan's friend for tomorrow. So I'm going to do that now. Emma's lending me the truck. So I'm going to go get the truck. I'm also going to take the money, because I imagine when I get back, Anson will probably want me to go and pick the van up. So I'm going to take that with me. I'll put that in my bag. Lee will be home in about 2 hours. Oh, sleeping bag. And then I might actually get some of these other jobs done, which, well, I said I was going to have a lazy day, didn't I? In fairness, I did say I was going to have a lazy day. So that's what I'm doing, having a lazy day. Just milling around drinking tea and what have you. I'm going to cross a few things off this list, like maybe the 2 things I've done. And yeah, go get the truck. Time to pick up my baby. It's all smooth and shiny. Oh, he's done all the black for me too. It all moulds in together. I've got my Spog back. I'm very happy. It's beautiful, I'll show you. But there's a bit of issues with parking at the house. So I need Lee to just move Brendan's car back a bit so I can get Spog into a parking space. Just need a little bit more space. He's done an amazing job. Like Kenzie was saying, it makes the top bit look really tatty. So, but I'll take all that off with some stuff later on, over the weekend probably. But yeah, he's done a really good job, and he's blacked up all the... I was going to put the trim back on right now. No, he's bought me new trim. That's new trim. Oh, right. That's the other trim. I've made that dirty. So he's blacked up all the trim to match the new trim. Yeah, that's it all up as well. He has. He's put polish on it. So yeah, there's just.
Feel it. I can feel the polish. Yeah. It's all slinky.
It's just it's very slightly. If you really paid attention, it's very slightly not. So yeah, you know it's been done. No. It is so smooth. Doesn't it feel nice when you polish a car? It feels really lovely. You put your mucky fingers all over my car. What was that? Yeah. That's really shiny and spangly. Yeah, well, I'm going to take all of that off and get some solvent, what have you. No, he covered up the vents, the guy who had it before me, but of course, because he said it might have been leaking, but I'll sort all of that out when I rip the roof off next weekend.
You've got a gap. Why
have I got a gap? Don't know. Does it not normally have a gap? Those have got gaps. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a gap. I love it. And that's the non-done side. Oh, I think this is Llewellyn's avocado plant, which they said, could you water as well?
Yeah, I've been watering it.
Excellent. Did you put all that water in there?
I've got a bit in there, yeah.
I was going to say, that looks like, I think we might need to drain that, otherwise they might drown. We don't want to drown it. We've come to feed Llewellyn's cat and play with it for a little bit while they're on holiday. This is Kenzie's other job, isn't it, Kenzie Bear?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a tummy rub, does she? What she'll do is she'll just wait for you to rub her tummy and then she'll savage you.
Right.
Oh, you're a big softie, Lily. Why is it that it's frowned upon for me to put kids on screens as a childminder? When I childminded, you know, that would have been wrong. But when it's cat care, it's perfectly acceptable to stick a screen in front of her. Gonna catch a fish, Lily?
Turn the volume up.
Splish splash. What do you think, Lily? Worth catching?
Need to move it closer. What's that?
Oh, mouse. I don't think this house was built for Kenzie's.
No.
I think you would have been classed as a freak back in the Victorian
bigger
days.
Than the fridge.
You're bigger than everything. Hi, fridge. Just hanging out with me and my friend, the fridge.
Me and my guy. Big F.
Big F.
Big fridge, big freezer.
Skimming your hair across the... have a haircut, you might fit. Across the ceiling.
Ouch. My ankle was cracking.
You've got haircuts next week. It will take an inch off your height. Come on then. Duck.
Goose.
Hmm?
Duck,
Duck, goose. To walk around with your neck at a sideways angle. Have you got the key? Let's go. I'm finally sitting down to do this job, which I have been rubbish about doing, but I've just been having a chat with Lee. I don't even know what time it is. Oh my goodness, it's 7:30. And yeah, we've just been having a cup of tea and a chit chat together. But I said I want to try and get this job finished because it's been hanging around for a month. And so he said, yeah, go for it. Just take your time. And then I'm going to do some editing. I had a nifty idea. I figured that this, is it an icing sugar shaker? I had it for sensory play anyway. I could put the seeds, now most of the seeds have dried and come out, but I can put these plants, and you'll see there's still some coming out. Put the lid on, and then either shake the seeds out like that to separate them, or put them straight into one of my little COVID baggies. I knew they'd come in handy for something. So, as long as it's not too... Oh, the hole's a bit tight. Maybe I need a funnel. Hold on. Might need a funnel. Okay, rethinking. Jar. Rather than going straight into the baggie. My jam making funnel. With this little strainer, but I don't need the strainer, so that can come out. Can go in there. And then do that, and see all the seeds are coming out and going in there, and then I can transfer all of that into a baggie. I'm sure someone else has come up with this, but I'm going to patent this as the pippa extraction, no, what is it, the pippa seed extraction technique. This is my unique idea. Thing is, there's very few unique ideas out there, and I reckon probably if I went and googled, I'm sure this would come up. I just feel like I've come up with a really good idea, but something's telling me, so probably somewhere someone's already worked it out. It's working very well though. This may take some time. I'm going to have a sore arm at the end of it. Hi Kenzie, this is my unique seed extraction system. Oh, you should be really like, oh mum, that's amazing.
Heat wave must have helped that as well.
Sorry?
Heat wave must have helped dry that out.
The heat, yeah. I've left these have been drying for like
A month, something like
yeah, a month. It was only meant to be a couple of weeks, and it's been more like, well, probably nearer 2 months, but it does mean that this job is a lot easier now. That was super, super effective. Look how many pink Aquilegia seeds I have got from just that amount of casings. And there's still more at the bottom, but I'm not going to worry about a few seeds. They can go in the compost and they can grow in a compost heap. I'm really impressed with the amount of seeds I've got from that. So now I need to put the end of this into this bag and pour them all into this bag, seal it up, pop it in my seed box. And then I need to do the same with this and this. That one is purple. I did write on the bags, whether it's still on the bag. Yeah, that one is either purple or pink. Anyway, I need to do the same with all of those. And there is my harvested seeds, ready for sowing next year. It's 8:30 and I am still going with this. I've had to try and find the name for what these are. These are the purple things that were by my door. Now I believe they are bulbs and they spread through bulbs, but they also have seeds. So I'm giving it a go. They are Cilia peruviana. If anyone knows what those are, they might be able to help me. But their seed casings are far more, they're harder. So the seeds don't seem to come out quite as easily as the other seeds. So I'm going to do a bit of crushing with this jar. Now, because I'm having to crush these ones, you can see there's a lot of chaff with the seeds. I'm going to try something which might be a complete disaster, and that's basically blowing gently to see if some of the chaff will come off, so I can be left with more seeds. It is getting dark now. It's nearly 9 o'clock, and I'm still sitting here faffing around with seeds. But it's very therapeutic, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm just relaxing. So it's not really faffing, is it? Let's give this a go. Seems to be working. There we go. Not a bad job. It can go in my little seed packet. And there's my seed harvesting. That job is complete. It's 9 o'clock, and I think it's probably a good idea if I just flick the hoover around down here so that the place is clean, and then go and have a shower and hang out with my man. I haven't done any editing. I've just been sitting relaxing with my seeds, and I do feel nice for it actually. And bearing in mind I've been sitting on the floor and I thought I would end up with back pain, I actually feel less achy for having spent time communing with nature. So yeah, beneficial all round, I think. I think today's been quite a slow video. I'm not even really sure what I've filmed. But I hope you've enjoyed it, whatever I end up having put together. And I will see you all tomorrow, where I am going off to B&Q to buy some bits for the van conversion. And then I will show you tomorrow, hopefully, everything that I have got, because I've had deliveries all week. And I need to make sure they're all here and tick them all off the list. So I will go and show you all the bits I've got, and hopefully I'll remember what they're all for. We'll find out, won't we? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.